onward.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Read the legal notice, please.
Actually, I need to take my glasses off to read. Please take notice that the town board of the town of Oliv, Ulster County, New York, will hold a public hearing on Monday, May 7th, 2012, at 7:30 p.m. at the town meeting hall on Bostock Road, Shokan, to consider the proposed adoption of a local law to place a moratorium on exploration, extraction, disposal, and storage of natural gas within the town of Oliv for a period of 1 year. At said time and place, all interested parties shall be given an opportunity to be heard. A copy of the proposed local law is available in the office of the town clerk.
Okay, does everybody have that little packet of the law that's back there so you can follow us? Okay, so I'm going to do a little explaining, and then I'll read the law, and then Sylvia will read the letters that we've gotten in favor and not in favor, and then we'll open it up for the public to address the town board and give your thoughts on this thing. Generally, a public hearing on anything, the town board doesn't say much. We listen to you, and then we go out and decide what we want to decide. But I got to do some explaining. The first page that you have is what you get on the website when you tune it in. The next 2 pages are changes, or not changes, but explanations is a better word, to the law that was made by the town attorney and a consortium of lawyers that specialize in this hydrofracking. So these are their ideas, these are the update on the legal ramifications that may be. And out of that came the final draft, which is the last page. Now the last page has some typos which I will point out as I go through it. I guess being me, what do you expect for $200 an hour, you know? They do make mistakes too. But we caught
one
them.
of them was mine.
We caught them and we'll straighten them out. So we'll go on. This is local law number 1 of the town of Oliv for the year 2012 to be enacted by the town board of the town of Oliv. This is a law that allows us to go into a moratorium. This is not the anti-hydro fracking law. This is a law that we have to have a moratorium for a year. So we get that straight. Section 1 is the title. This local law shall place a moratorium on exploration, extraction, and disposal of storage of shale gas, waste products from extraction of shale gas and infrastructure supporting extraction of shale gas within the town of Oliv. Section 2, purposes. The town has an obligation to protect the health, safety, and welfare of the town and its inhabitants and natural environment by governing the corporate extraction of shale gas within the town of Oliv. pending the consideration by the town board, giving due consideration to public input, and anticipating the review of options to protect and defend the fundamental rights of community members and the natural environment, including the complete prohibition of shale gas extraction using unconventional method. The town board chooses to enact a local law imposing a moratorium, and there where it says on will be of one unconventional method. The town board chooses to enact, get these glasses straightened out here, a moratorium of 1 year's duration. The next change is coming up. To that end, the town has passed a resolution. We're putting in to impose a moratorium for a period of 1 year, and then on the extraction of shale gas by the process of hydrofracking, directional drilling, and transportation, storage, and disposal of any byproducts of said process on the roads or lands within the town. The moratorium includes a 1-year prohibition on establishing infrastructure that would support unconventional shale gas extraction, including but not limited to pipelines, compressor stations, impoundment ponds, temporary housing and structures, roads, and the like. Section 3, enactment. The moratorium is hereby enacted on all uses furthering the exploration, extraction, disposal, and storage of shale gas within the town of Oliv for a period of 1 year from the enactment of this law. Section 4, waiver. In the event that the enforcement of this moratorium should result in undue hardship or practical difficulties, the town board in its sole discretion may waive or vary any provisions of this local law consistent with the health, safety, and welfare of the community. Said application for a waiver shall be made to the town board in writing and shall be accompanied by a $10,000 payment to be put in an escrow account to defray costs for, which is changing that, for the town to evaluate the application. If the town permits an application to proceed, then any permits granted thereby will conform to the new laws which will be enacted after the initial application. Section 5, the variability. The provisions of this local law are declared to be severable, and in any section, subsection, sentence, clause, or part thereof for any reason is held to be invalid or unconstitutional by a court of competent jurisdiction. Such decision shall not affect the validity of any remaining sections, subsections, sentences, clauses, or part of this local law. Section 6, repealer. All local laws or parts of local laws inconsistent or in conflict with this local law are hereby repealed to the extent of such conflict and inconsistency. Section 7, when effective, this local law will take effect immediately upon enactment by the town board and as provided by law. So if you would
these
put
are,
into record those letters, everything.
sure. There are a few here. Daniel Warner of Shokan, I believe Daniel lives in Shokan. She said quite a lengthy, she is supportive of passing the moratorium. I won't read in totality what she wrote because she added, she took the local law and added her own suggestions for wording changes. But again, it's, I won't read the whole thing. Basically, one of the things she said at the very end, it's unclear both as to timing and the method. This local law will take effect as provided by law, but that's pretty cut and dry in the state of New York.